Hello YouTube, what is going on? It is Epic Big Bird and I am back with some more Rome 2 online commentary to do for you today. In this battle I have chosen the Arverni and my opponent is Rome. And let's go over unit compositions real quick. I am not 100% sure what the funding was on this battle, guys. I know it was quite large, larger than I usually play. But anyways, my opponent has fielded 4 Legionary cohort, 4 Arverni cohort with 3 silver chevrons, 4 Velites with 3 silver chevrons, 3 Triari with 3 silver chevrons, a Legatus general, and I believe some cavalry somewhere, which we will see soon. Let's take a look at my army. I have brought today, looks like 8 spear nobles, and 6 Oathsworn, as well as 4 noble horse, 5 noble horse, and a light horse. So what we're doing right now is just probing with our cavalry. We are searching for his own. I know it's here somewhere. This is quite an expensive army, but I doubt that he did not bring cavalry. I'm going to avoid the hills so I can hopefully flush out his cav. Looks like his infantry is okay with coming down the hill. His Triari split off from his main force to shield against my cav, which is interesting. And there we go, we managed to spot 2 Praetorian and an auxiliary cav. But and they're gonna pursue my light horse, but they're gonna have no chance here. Now you can see here he turns his javelins back to my light horse, noble horse. I'm gonna try and get rid of these Velites as soon as possible. They're gonna be pretty deadly if I allow my opponent to have them in the late game. You can see here his Praetorians trying to catch my light horse. It's not going to happen. Some Arverni cohort splitting off. Again, just warding off my own cav. Now, as far as noble horse goes, Praetorian Guard will beat a noble horse. It's going to be a tough fight for the Praetorian Guard or Praetorian cav, but it will win. Definitely. It'll take a while. So what I'm trying to do is pull back his cavalry. There you can see he has another auxiliary cav. Now I still need to be careful though, because his cav is quite superior to my own. You can see his infantry is kind of lining up like they want to meet this direction. I'm not going to have that actually. I'm going to try and march up the hill and hopefully wrap around and wrap up the flank coming down the hill on these Romans. That's my plan at least. And you can see he sees what's happening. He's going to try and advance. Now, right there you can see I actually issue my spears to go to the front. As far as the infantry engagement goes, I'm going to need to be able to use my Oathsworn to get down the flanks. I'm going to need to be able to cut down these Arverni cohorts quick. Here this is very foolish. I let my Oathsworn take easy hits from his Velites. But yeah, you can see here I'm reforming my lines, trying to get my spear nobles to the front. I'm trying to create a long line and have my spear nobles hold the right flank and my Oathsworn to march down the left. This is proving beneficial because it's also acting as a screen towards his cav down here. His cav are still stationary on the hill. His velites are coming forward, and I am eyeballing them, but at the time being, I don't really have a tool to get at them. And you can see here my Oathsworn take a huge beating from his javelins right there, down to 99 men. Here, I don't believe he actually charges, but there you can see another javelin throw hitting my Oathsworn. Let's take a look at his cavalry down here. You can see we're moving to match his cav. 2 noble horse. Looks like he's going to reinforce the fight with Arverni cohort. Javelins are still proving to be a nuisance. They're moved on to this target now. I'm going to have to try and ward off these velites with my spear nobles here. You can see he's going to counter that with his cav. He gets a nice charge in on these spear nobles here. Down here you can see we accept an engagement with his noble horse. We're going to reinforce with most of our spear nobles. You can see on top of the hill our Oathsworn are now mobilizing. You can see what we're going to do here is create a screen, prevent the rest of his army from reinforcing this cav fight down here. Right there you see our light horse getting into his velites already. Now Arverni cohort will beat these spear nobles in an engagement. However, it'll take quite a while. There you can see our noble horse providing some rear charges into the Praetorian cav there. And here our Oathsworn have now crested the hill unopposed. And we are tied up with a fight with Triari here. We have engagements with legionary cohorts down here. And we still have 2 Oathsworn in reserve. That should be winning fights for us so far. Here we're routing his velites. Down here the fight is going okay, but it's going to be a grind out. We have very good envelops. There I popped cavalry counter tactics. And here let's watch his general. His general is charging my light horse here. He's going to make a good hit on that light horse and almost rout it instantly. You can see I'm shifting my general here. I'm going after his own general, trying to end that Legatus's life. He's going to try and reinforce with legionary cohorts. And his velites look like they're all out of ammunition, so that's not good. We allowed his velites to fire all of their ammunition. We got into some of them, but it would have been nice to get rid of all of them. There you can see our Oathsworn finally get through the rest of those Legion Triari that were holding them up. This right flank will collapse easily. The left is finally starting to shatter. These Arverni cohort will be tied up for a while with the rest of my spear nobles here. His general's finally routing. And there we managed to kill him. And that pretty much causes a rout. The center is pretty much collapsed. He has nothing on his left. Really, this is the last of the fight down here. And you can see here my spear nobles are holding quite well. And there my opponent admits defeat. So I really enjoyed that battle. I thought it was quite tactical and quite what's the word? Dynamic right at the end there. I think that the spear noble screen was a very interesting move by me. It allowed me to wrap up the cavalry on my right flank very quickly, and then it, like I said, pointed out in the video, it prevented the rest of his legionary cohorts from reinforcing that fight, which really allowed my spear nobles to finish those cavalry off. As far as my sword units go, they did pretty well again. I think spreading out my infantry into one long line was a pretty smart tactic. It allowed me to actually outflank the Romans, which is what you want to be doing. Should have been looking to get into his velites more. They did rack up a pretty respectable amount of kills, somewhat. Excuse me, guys. But other than that, good game to my opponent. I hope you guys learned something tactical. Please rate, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. This has been Epic Big Bird, signing off.